So we filled the container with 2.0 moles of a gas at STP. What is the volume of the container? This seems like we don't have a lot of information there because it looks like we only have one known, but it's moles. So that narrows it down that we're only going to be dealing with Avogadro's law, possibly Dalton's, or ideal. But we only have one set of information as well. So I'm going to lean towards that we're going to be using the ideal gas law. Okay. I don't have partial pressures. So again, indication that I'm going to use ideal gas law. PV equals nRT. So I'm going to write that on the left side. Moles, 2.0 moles. Okay. Filled a container. What is the volume of the container? Question mark. STP. Standard temperature and pressure. Standard temperature is 0 degrees C. And when I add 273 to that, that gives me 273 Kelvin. Standard pressure, 101.3 kilopascals. Remember, in the ideal gas law, units are super important. Pressure has to be in kilopascals. Volume has to be in liters. Moles has to be in moles. Temperature has to be in Kelvin. And the reason why is that's the only one that's going to work with your 8.31 gas constant. So now I have all my parts. So it didn't look like it, but now I know this is in fact the ideal gas law. So I can write it down so I can get credit for naming the correct law. PV equals nRT is the equation. And now I can substitute my pressures, 101.3. My volume, I'm going to leave a V. My N is 2.0, my R 8.31, and my T 273. So 101.3 volume is what I left with on the left side. And on the right side, I have 2 times 8.31 times 273. And that is going to give me 4537.3. I want to get V by himself, so I'm going to divide by 101.3. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other, so it cancels. So my volume is going to be 44.79 liters. I know it's liters because ideal gas law, it's always liters. And sig figs, PV equals nRT. The pressure has 4. The moles has 2. I don't have to use the sig figs of my gas law because that guy's an exact number. And my temperature, either 0 or 3, depending on who you talk to. Depends on if 0 was an exact 0 or not. I'm gonna, for year 1, say it's just 1 sig fig. So I'm gonna round this guy up or down to 40. First number is significant, next number is a 4, so it's going to go down to 40 liters. If you did, in fact, use 2 sig figs of 45, in this case, I would still give you credit because you could have read it either way.